Hey friends, happy Monday. It's a Monday. I am untangling yarn, and then right here next to you guys is my ball winder. Yep, it's on Levi's desk in my room. We figured out that's probably going to be the best place to put it because it doesn't fit on any other surface in this apartment for some reason. So I am sitting at his desk and filming. Which might be a okay setup for now. I mean, gotta roll with it, right? So my weekend. Ooh, wait. Let me bring you closer. I feel like you're 10 worlds away. How's that? My weekend was okay. Didn't do much, of course, obviously. Streamed the church services online yesterday. And then Saturday, I took, was it Saturday? I think it was Saturday because I needed to get a couple of things. Yeah, it had to have been because Michael's had a coupon in the app for one day only for 60% off one item. And then I had another 30% off one item. And then I had $5 rewards. So I already knew what I was on the hunt for, and you can probably guess what I was on the hunt for. Yeah, it was yarn, but you'll have to wait and see what yarn it was. And Mom had never been to Michael's ever. It was a first time for her. So we went. I knew she needed to get out. She needed to stretch her legs. Mobility's already bad enough. I don't need it to get worse. So off to Michael's we went on Saturday. She was feeling a little bit better. Still not 100%, but she's getting there. We went to Michael's, and then I had to go to Target and get a box. And just those two places took us over 2 hours. Yeah. It's okay, though. I am learning that little word called patience. So, Michael's was fun. She had a blast in there because everything's fall and Halloween. And, well, if you know me and you've been following me for a little while now, you know I don't really celebrate Halloween. We don't decorate it for it really anymore. I did when the kids were younger. My son's got some village pieces that's part of the Spooky Village Halloween stuff. And we used to put those out because they're fun. They're just silly. But I don't put them out anymore. I'll do pumpkins and, stuff like that. But all that spooky, scary stuff, no thanks. So, plus Halloween is kind of a trigger for me because of what happened to us on October 30th one year. I don't remember what year. I don't remember how old I was. I just know I was younger. I was like 7 or 8, maybe 9. And as you know, the day before Halloween's known as like Gate Night or something like that. Well, it was a big thing in Michigan. Teenagers would go around and just vandalize property and stuff like that. And I remember coming home. Now, my grandfather would work hard on our jack-o'-lanterns every year, carving them. I mean, he would use kitchen knives, like the steak knives and everything, to carve his pumpkins. And I always enjoyed, seeing his creations and whatnot, and then he would put them outside, and we'd put a candle in them, like an actual candle. You didn't put no, there was no battery powered anything back then. It was an actual candle. Well, we didn't light them until Halloween. We never got to Halloween that year with our pumpkin. My mom and I came walking up the front walk of the house, and a bunch of teenagers had come and set fire to my grandfather's jack-o'-lantern. And all that remained were the ashes of the pumpkin. So, yeah, that was not a fun childhood memory, obviously. But anyways, yeah, so going back to Michael's, now that I got off on a stupid rabbit trail yet again. Yeah, it was just fun going through Michael's and showing her all the different stuff, and she was amazed at how many picture frames are there. And then, like I said, we went to Target and did what I needed to do. And by the time we got to Target, she was wiped. She was ready to go home. And then yesterday we just stayed home. Just kind of a lazy day here at home, but yeah. Yeah. I've just had a lot of time to think and process. You know, we've been back from this trip now for 2 weeks. And just a lot's taken place. Reality setting in for all of us. Yeah, I don't want to get into it, but yeah. But otherwise, everybody's good. We're good. Like I said, this is the new setup for now. You're going to see me kind of here in my bedroom. Excuse all the stuff behind me. It's just kind of how it is, right? When you have different collections of stuff, so. Anyhow, yeah, how about we get into this Michael's yarn haul, craft haul, whatever I got at Michael's. I still need to get to Hobby Lobby and check out all their craft kits. I keep seeing them on different YouTube channels, and I just saw one this morning. Amy over at Hooked on Wishing Crochet showed this little keychain that they have of 3 peas in a pod, and I keep seeing the cowboy hat and all these different kits. I need to go over and look at my Hobby Lobby and see what they have. So I don't know, maybe at the end of this week I'll run up there and we'll see what they have. But I'm itching to get my hands on those kits. So, all right, what do I have in the magical gray bag from Michael's? Oh, I apologize. My sleep has been so stupid weird lately, and I don't like it. Like, really bad dreams, and I know for a fact it is nothing other than spiritual warfare. The enemy is trying to attack because of everything going on. So, yeah. Okay, so the yarn that I found Karen cotton cakes. I found 2. And these are in the colorway High Tide, 60% cotton and 40% acrylic. 8.8 ounces, 530 yards. This is going to make a beautiful, beautiful shawl for our homeschool teacher for Christmas. Yeah, I already gave you all the specs. What am I doing? Medium 4. So there's the specs for you and the colorway. So I was happy I was able to find some more cotton cakes. Not the cotton cakes I wanted. I wanted the painterly cakes, but that's okay. those will work. Those are nice and soft, and it has the mixture of fibers, the cotton and the acrylic, that I know I can work with, and it'll make a beautiful shawl. So I didn't tell you, but these are machine wash and dryable. I would suggest using a delicate cycle, just me personally. Now, Michaels also has a lot of new kits. However, Michaels kits are pricey, in my opinion. They don't have different price points like Hobby Lobby does. I noticed Michaels is straight across $9.99. Now, some of them are on clearance for $5, but you don't know which ones are on clearance until you look in the app because it's not marked on the box. So, and the other thing I noticed about the Hobby Lobby kits, the crochet hooks that come in them are much nicer than the ones that come in these Michaels kits. So, one thing I did notice at Michaels is for the fall, a big theme I am seeing is mushrooms. Different kinds of mushrooms. So, this is a mushroom kit. I had to. It's too cute. I had several of them that I really liked, but Mom and I both agreed this one was the cutest. So this is a skill level intermediate. I'm guessing it's probably intermediate because of the way you have to put everything together and then the little pieces on it here, but the stems of the mushrooms and then the tops look pretty straightforward. So it says finished size. The large one is 4 inch by 4 inch by 4.5 inch. The medium is 3 by 3 by 3.25. And the small is 2.5 by 2.5 by 2.75. This contains 4 100% polyester yarn colors, 100% polyester fiber fill, a plastic crochet hook, a plastic needle, and your instruction sheet included. It says skill level intermediate. Estimated time to complete the project is 8 hours. But again, I think that is going to depend on how fast you crochet and how experienced you are in making like amigurumis and stuff like that, right? The care instructions: spot clean with a damp cloth. Oops. So there's everything in there. Why don't we pop this open real quick? My video is already getting long, but it's okay. If you stayed this far, thank you. Let's just pop this open super fast and look at this, okay? All right. Well, that's easy enough. So here is a little polyfill. And then in this little package here is the yarns, the instructions, and I'm assuming the crochet kit hook. I apologize for the crinkles. Yeah. See, this one just has the, like, I don't like these hooks. I've tried working with them, and I don't like them. They're good travel hooks, though. So everything's nice and neat in that little package there. So there is that. And then Michaels had tons of clearance throughout their store. Tons and tons. So I found 2 more straw toppers for my Yeti bottle. I already have the pink cowboy hat, but they had a white one too. So I grabbed these for $1 a piece. And then they had tons of patterns, knit and crochet. Gives you the the suggested yarn to use, but I know you can use pretty much whatever yarn. It's just the size is going to vary depending on that. So I found this one for the Forest Walk crochet hooded scarf, cold weather bucket hat, crochet wrist warmers. Now I think those could easily be something attached up into a sweater too. You make these and then attach them to a sweater. Yeah. And then Wrap Me in Ripples crochet wrap. And those are all the free patterns I found that interested me that were crochet. So that is my Michaels haul. Like I said, I want to get to Hobby Lobby this week. It's going to depend on how Mom feels and such. So, yeah. Maybe I'll place a grocery pickup order for Sam's Club and then do that and then go to Hobby Lobby since they're in the same shopping center. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see how everybody's feeling. But yeah, other than that, that's what's going on. That's life update, yarn haul. I don't know what this week has to offer yet. I know Wednesday you're going to want to stay tuned because you're going to see the answer to which blanket did I keep and which did I frog. So clearly I frogged one of them because I have the mess in my lap. So anyways, if you haven't seen what I'm talking about, go over to Friday's video. It's short, it's like 3 minutes. And you'll know what I'm talking about. Which blanket did I frog? All right, I'm going, friends. I'm going to turn on this audiobook that I am reading. It's titled, or not reading, I'm listening to. It's an audiobook titled The Death of a Storyteller. Oh, it is so gripping. I'm only like 20 minutes in and it's already got me sucked in. So, anyways, all right, I'm going, friends. I love you all. God loves you. Be kind to one another and stay cool, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video.